No, it's fine.
Okay. I want that curl.
Well, I'm having hair for eczema or...
Oh, or alopecia?
Yeah, alopecia.
Okay. Hey! What you Emery does? He is going to tackle Kenya.
All right. So I'm going to show Martha how to tackle Kenya. Teach a man how to fish.
You will always eat.
Okay. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and get it saturated. You go ahead and put a little water or a little water and photo in Family Hair Care.
Okay.
It's totally up to you.
Water and Family Hair Care.
Okay. Now you're going to take your fingers and you're going to just like run it straight back. Yep. And just detangle as much as you can right now.
Okay. It's tangled, y'all.
Or if it's easier, you can work in sections. You can start in the back.
Okay.
It's not that bad. We all think our hair is the worst hair ever. I have to so.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm not tender-headed.
No, I don't.
That's one thing. That's one thing good. Because
that is, because if you were, that
would be a whole problem.
It may make the battle so much more difficult. Okay. Goody, goody. So now we're going to open up our jar of Family Hair Care.
Okay.
So the people be using a little bit, but if you want a big change, you have to use a big amount. Okay, this is the moisture, this is the waves, this is the curl, this is,
curls, y'all. Look at
this is
curls.
everything right here, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and you want it to be as saturated as possible, and you want to slick it all the way back.
Okay.
You go ahead and put a little more on here. Do like you would a perm.
Okay.
Focus on your edges.
And get to the scalp.
Okay. So you got a little bit more. Like, I like mine. I want to see it.
Okay.
Because when you move it, it's going to, some go a little far back. So you want to make sure that you get it down.
Okay.
We're going to start in the back, because what we're going to do is we're going to brush it back.
Okay.
And so the key to when you have really, really thick hair that's really hard to detangle is to brush it on your scalp. So we're going to brush it on the scalp all the way back. And even the hair in the back, you're going to brush it down your neck so it can stay on the scalp. So it's not within itself. It actually has a reference point, if that makes sense. So,
like this?
Yep. But we might want to start with the back and detangle that part first, and then we can come back to the front. So let me just add a little more. I'll have you add a little bit more product.
Okay. So do I section?
It would probably be easier if we section the first time, but it's not really necessary. This is a really easy way. I think if I just saturate it a little bit more, once you start brushing, it'll just start gliding.
Okay.
That's why we finger detangle first, if that makes sense. This is meant to be easy, and it's very, very effective in terms of keeping off shrinkage and everything.
Okay.
Your hair looks so much longer already.
I have way more than it looks like. It's always shrunken.
So I like to really focus a lot on the edges.
On the edges.
So before we start going back, because we're going to bring everything back, right? But we want to work on our edges so that we can make sure, because we always tend to do our edges on front and back, and that's kind of how our scalp get pulled and stuff. So what we want to do first is, you see that scalp massager? We're going to go ahead, take that now.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and massage that scalp. You're going to do it in a small circular motion. This is going to bring your hairline back up.
Okay.
If you have any spaces missing, it's going to fill that in, because it's bringing everything back to where it's supposed to be, if that makes sense.
And is this in the store?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Like when I get done with this, your hairline going to be probably like a whole inch up higher than it was before.
Okay. Feels good.
And this is how when people say, "Hey, I'm having issues with my scalp. Hey, I got or whatever, the issues that they have with the scalp." This is how you go ahead and get over that. Just saturate your hair with PHC and then massage it. Oftentimes, this is because your scalp is not where it should be. We wear ponytails, you pull it back and things like that. So if you just massage it, it'll get everything back to where it's supposed to be. And then you go ahead and get a head start from going backwards.
Feels good.
Yeah, and then you want to go as especially like a lot of gentlemen, like they don't brush their, especially like the old school gentlemen, they brush their hair back and stuff. That's how everybody's hairline was looking back then too.
Okay.
So if you just like say, hey, my hairline looking a little weak, you brush it to the front.
Brush it in the direction you want it to go.
Yeah, brush it in a way that in a way that if it's missing and it's supposed to be there, then it's all still here.
Okay.
And it's probably just push back a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a tight ponytail, some braids, or or just like your regular styling pattern. I'll let you go ahead and do it. Go ahead. And even before you just do your ponytail, you just brush that to the front,
and
then you gather it up, swoop it, just like look like you got all the hang time and stuff. You do this like 3 times a week, 2 times a week.
Okay.
You don't have to do it because your scalp is beautiful, but some people say, hey, I'm having scalp issues. Hey, I'm having, I forgot what they call it, eczema or
alopecia.
Yeah, alopecia.
Okay.
Yep. So, and when people have alopecia, they tend to avoid that spot.
Right.
No, baby, don't avoid it. That's when you want to work on it.
Okay.
So go ahead, because it's apparently all the hair is pulled around there. So so let's go ahead and
especially probably traction alopecia.
Yep. If you go back, front, up top, and then you move it all the different way, you start seeing. Oh, okay, I see that it's supposed to be right here, or I see it start growing in like that. So you're pretty good. You don't have to go all the way back because you're gonna brush that on the scalp.
Okay.
Just want to go ahead and do the very front part.
All right.
This. Okay. Okay. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take this, and we're just gonna start going to the back. You just do it superficially at first.
Okay. Yeah.
And then once you get everything to like the way it's supposed to go, then you want to make sure that you're brushing it on the scalp.
On the scalp. Okay.
Is everything making sense so far?
Yes.
Okay, here you go.
Okay.
And this brush is going to be in your bundle. So the reason why we did not add PHC to the bundle is because we want people who even have subscriptions already to buy the bundle. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and mark it. We're going to have a whole section with bundles and your story and stuff. Okay. Yours is going to be called the Lazy Natural. Okay.
I like
we're gonna have your
Yep.
So we're gonna have your story and everything there. If you want to do a little write up on it or whatever, that's all up to you. And we're gonna run an ad and direct people to it.
Wow, that'd be wonderful. That's me, lazy.
So no, don't make it hard. Just keep it on your scalp.
Okay.
So you just let it roll on your scalp. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Yep. Just roll it on your scalp. And if you have to come back to the part that's easier and start there, then that's fine. Okay, just go ahead and add a little bit more PHC because we want it to glide, baby. Okay. And that's why I said this is like half the battle. When you get done with this part, all you gotta do is pull your curls out because they're already gonna be saturated. They're gonna already be coated. Yeah. And this is how you do it. If you want to do a cast, do it this way. Okay. When you do it this way, you can go and separate your curls and have wash and go. Okay. So it's like the base to do everything. Okay. Pretty much. And it keeps your scalp and your hair healthy. See? Boom, boom. You put a little bit more on the back. So I don't want you to have any as least traction and pulling as possible. Okay. But see how much easier we can manipulate the hair and stuff? See, this you talking about I'm ready for Kenya. Kenya is a baby. Now, anything else, we'll still be detangling the first section right now.
I know. That's why I don't detangle because.
You want to just keep it on your on your scalp and your neck. So you just want to like go ahead and like just let the hair go where it's supposed to go. If that makes sense. Okay. And when people say, "Hey, I got shrinkage on my wash and go," I'll be like, "Well, when did you stretch it?" Okay, because like if you don't stretch your hair, it's not shrinkage. It's just your hair reverting back to the curl pattern. Okay, if that makes sense. Yes. Now that we're stretching it and it's coated, you're gonna have a lot less shrinkage. Okay. And this is when you get the bouncy curl.
I see it. I want that curl.
Well, I'm gonna have a handful of right now.
Because I did a wash and go a couple weeks ago, and I had shrinkage. Okay. So I see now why I had it.
It's all in the technique. Yeah. Now, I know you got a necklace on, but usually I just brush mine down my neck. No, it's fine. Okay, but you can just brush it down your neck. Okay. Like, especially like when I'm in the shower, I just like, cause my hair is long, it's going like all the way down here. Oh wow. So that's why I just trim it, cause it'd be too much work. Okay. But if you just go ahead and keep it on your neck, and when you do it this way, I'm probably say like 2 more months, you're gonna like, I'm tired of going down because it's gonna be getting longer. It's gonna be on your neck, and you're gonna be feeling it. Like, okay, I'm brushing down a lot more than I was brushing down before.
I mean, it already looks much longer than it, normally
Than
looks.
typically did. Yeah. So we can go ahead and just get a good brush in through now. Make sure your scalp is good, and then we're gonna separate these curls and just shingle them and add a little product to each one of them, and then you're gonna be good. Okay. Yeah, just go ahead. If you want to brush it one more time, just to make sure that we're good. Make sure we got enough product on here, because we neglect that here, and that's when we're gonna get the glow.
Okay. Much better.
Now, if you had just washed your hair, put product on it, that curl would just bounce right back to the original pattern. Okay, I think we're good. We're good? Yep. So now we put that down, and then I'll clean this up too. Now all we have to do is just take each curl on this section. So this is the curl is how big you want it to be.
Okay.
So if you go with bigger curls, you get the heavy curls, you get the weight and everything.
Okay.
So we'll just and you do bigger curls, and if you want to, once they dry, you can separate them in half smaller. Okay. But they'll all still be heavy.
Okay.
And with this style, if you do a wash and go or a cast, it'll last you as long as you want to leave it in. Because with a wash and go, all you have to do is when your hair starts to get frizzy or dry, you just run some PHC down your curl from the root to end, and then it'll go ahead and be there for you.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and do a couple of rolls for you, and then I'll let you go. I'm not hurting you now.
No.
Okay. Now your hair is stretched. It's pretty much already coated. We just pretty much just putting a little bit on now just to form the curls better. And it's just between us. We are doing another formulation that is colorless. I'm going to try to have it out by the end of the year, and it's going to have a lot more retention and grow properly. We're adding like a lot of African ingredients. We just been testing and everything right now. It's going to have like blood orange in it, a couple other things. Wow. It's going to be a lot more effective, and it's going to be a lot less messy.
Okay. Wow, that's exciting.
Thank you.
I love that you
trying to just get it
to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right at this point, you want that curl just to hang just like that, it's falling straight. Again, when it starts to dry, it's going to start to curl back up. If it's curling already, when it dries, it's going to be shrinkage.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So this is our front. We want to make sure we bring this up as far as we can. Okay. So we're just going to brush that out. And back, we would have had a curl starting right there. Now we have one starting up here.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So, question. Is it better to just, like, when I have a blowout and it gets a little bit, I didn't get much heat damage because I put the PHC on it before the blowout. Okay. But still, there's a few, like, strands that won't curl. Okay. Is it just better to do the trim? Or is there a way to repair that?
You can put a heat cap on with your PHC.
Okay.
And try to repair it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then even when it starts to dry, you see any part that's like thicker than the other part, just put a little PHC on it and smooth it out, and then it's gonna all dry uniform. It's just about keeping it uniform. It's your hair. It's your pattern. And you see these curls ain't shrinking, right? And then even too, if you want to like work on with the front, push to the front. Okay. Part to the
front, and not back. Okay.
So we part to the back. Okay. How do you want to do it? You want like a part down the middle, and you want it like?
I usually do it like on a side.
Okay, like, you want to part on the side? Yeah. So I'll part this side down, what you do.
Okay.
I want you to, so if you have any questions, you can ask. But is this like much easier to work with?
Yes, definitely.
Because your hair's not really giving me any problem. And then just coat it and take it from the top down, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think I never quite get close enough to the scalp. Because it's always like puffy. Okay. But then the curl is, you know what I'm saying? It's like puff.
It's a little fro, then a curl.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little puffy, you can train it a little bit. Just put a little bit more on there right now until it dries. And then as you keep doing it, it won't be puffy anymore. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and do a couple more curls and let you get active.
Okay.
see, even when you just brush it, I mean, even just combing out, it's just a lot better pattern. Okay, so if you want to go out there and like, if you want to part it, you can just go ahead and part it and then start doing the other side, or you can work on what your back, however you want to do it, just let me know. But if you ever, if you ever trying to have a hard time getting your curls to come back too, you can do an apple cider vinegar and green. It's a mask. It's like it's a mask you put on your hair and your skin, and you have on your hair for like probably like 45 minutes, and then it'll bring those curls right back.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that too big?
No, it's fine. Now, if you want to, you can just do a bun or whatever. I want to force you to a hairstyle. I just want to show you how to do your curls.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try the curls because.
Let's do it.
Yeah, because I've never been able to get the curls.
Okay, let's do it.
I can do the bun, but I can't.
Let's go to the bottom first, and then we can go ahead and work our way back up.
Okay.
Or we can have a good perimeter. And